He's gonna most likely get control a lot. He needs his team to help him out.
Slaughter. Where was Slaughter offlane?
They're trying to make the DP much more vulnerable.
The less common way to run the hero. Do you think it fits this game?
I think it's alright. He's got the blood vial ready to go. Turn that. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Electric blue. Electrified.
The battle begins.
Trying to throw off his opponents.
I'm still waiting for the blood red. I think a lot of the Boba are, but in trouble. Rune, Boba gets caged. They found the cone head and they want to beat him down. VGR goes out on him. There's the DK stun. This looks to be the first one. One more swipe. DDC gets it and VGR come out swinging. Grabbing the first blood there on the Darkseer.
Oh, Boba.
You know, a lot of the mid-melee heroes do gods, but with that harassment and with the level 1 Dragon Tail, it's going to be very tough as EG catching the tail end of that, bring down the Slardar bottom, so they strike back, and with that, as well as the movement mid, it doesn't really mind the harassment, has the good base stats, and has the regen from the Brain Sap, as again they move on to Nono, just punishing this Dragon Knight mid, and this time, I think they're committing for the kill here, God. No sir, you're down. EG, get him again. Make it 2-1. This DK needs help.
With Battle Hunger, is just doing work here.
The other lanes, they feel they have no other choice. Yeah. PPD actually the leader in terms of experience right now. Overall leader, at least if that is to be believed, as they move on the Yang bottom. Brain Zap comes through, another kill. AUI and PPD teaming up again. Feels good for the EG fans and working.
Just jungle it up. We don't actually have to contest the lanes anymore.
And
but
Fear wants to die.
This
Dragon Knight is so vulnerable. There's the battle. Spirit Siphon. This combo means the man hardly moves, but the Sunray comes in, using it offensively to drive Sumail back, and he'll succeed in doing so. They drop the kinetic field, but there's just not much follow-up damage here. Even DDC joining the fray, and EG calmly walking away thus far, but the Glimpse comes out. It's into Nono. Dragon's at the tower, not assisting those. The Free Fire is on 2, and they're turning on Nono. The Spirit Siphon's coming in 2v3. EG are winning the fight and bringing down this DK. No, not again. EG punish after punish, make it 5-1. As Fear looks to limp away, a swoop in from Phoenix. They might get him a secondary Sunray. So much commitment just for a 4-position roaming axe, and Dragon Knight dying.
Axe level 5 while supporting mid, roaming a lot. Yang thinks he's finally found the safer lane.
Yeah,
not the case.
The safety is nowhere to be found. He does get up the crunch though. Fear unable to find the call there, and still may end up going down to Battle Hunger, and Arya screams and slaughters him, but this is going to be additional gold as Fear has found the stack.
He likes in mid as well to help with the push with X2, but he's being careful because he's very low.
Great rotation from EG, applying pressure here, there, everywhere, and Sumail seems good. Mid just runs in on it. AUI will be the man caught though. DDC, good glimpse back, and that is a key core going down. They desperately needed that experience.
Yeah, I like the rotation idea from AUI, but
why? Still only level 4 though on the Phoenix, and we're now 8 minutes
Radiant's
in.
top tower
That goes back to PPD. He's hunting. He sees Yang. Backup's coming in the form of the old man from the south. The crush actually hits PPD.
See the axe coming
Wall and Viz, but they get off to sleep. DDC's here. The Centaurs parading about. And they might even go back on to PPD. Gets glimpsed very far away from Yang, who manages to get that cross, and the Sunray comes through. It's going to be 4 heroes streaming in. Is from the south. Also joining this will be the Dragon Knight. They get PPD, but to some extent, space created.
Mid tower, but with only 2 heroes in the mid lane, this is a risky play to go for. So yeah, they leave the tower.
Oh, they get the grip from around the trees on the end. He thought he was hidden, but he's not quite. And simultaneously in the mid lane, also action brewing. Sumail is going to go down, but there's the Infest back to safety. AUI trying to deny that creep and end now. Force the turn and run. There's an Omni Slash available. It's not enough to kill him. Endo, he survives. He pops on the armlet. Oh, he's not able to get the secondary toggle though. Does manage to buy that quarter step near the top lane. Now Fear moving in deeper.
He sees this other stack as well. It's dangerous to go for this. He may pull with the backup.
Well, Fear's getting stacked, but the VGR while EG are unsuspecting. They get Sumail again. That's 2 deaths for him. He's still up there in net worth, but that's a lot of golden experience thrown back the way of VGR as the
position Manessia in last game, but it feels like EG not only taking objectives but getting more farm out of the map simultaneously.
They're being more aggressive in their map control on the back of those objectives, I think, is the key here. They begin their siege on the mid tier too. VGR, do they really want to fight into an exorcism? It's still going for Sunel here. They've got some time. They debut the blink and move forward. Once again, it's the wonder kid they want to make. Get him in line. Whoa, he's not dead yet. He does end up falling. F1 just drives on by. The Firebird falls, never done off the egg. And meanwhile, here on the backside does drop as well. So VGR make it a 2-for-1. Could have almost been more if he'd gotten that supernova off, but EG still bringing the tower nearly down. Yang aggressively moving up the ramp, but ready to reveal it as PPD. He's on the high ground. There's a blink across. He's a bit floater react. They're going to lose the bait off the battlesphere. It's a good ball. The back of the wall is there. He drops the egg immediately. FY with the defensive maneuvers, but Yang off to the south. Almost dead. One more on the tank to finish him. And now Sumail's going to turn back. Bobo just surging away on a sliver of HP. He does survive. While Sumail chews through these backliners of EGR. A scattered chaotic fight as FY swooping into the pit. And then Sunray up to the high ground, but Fear is going to find him, gives him the vision needed. Sumail finding a triple kill and looking for more. No, just wants to get out. TP makes it home. It's a 3-for-2 exchange. A win for EG, but not an overwhelming victory.
And the fight started, but without Exorcism, I think that's where VGR feel very confident in their ability to take this one.
Well, it was a 3-for-2 earlier, but if they get a Roche, it becomes a huge win for VGR as AUI starts to poke and prod, moves towards the pit. He gets up the spin here. He walks on the 3. The agent's already down. That's grabbed by the light. So the last hit with the Dire is a complete win so far. TPD gonna drop. EG has come in a bit late to the pit. They do get a good back up onto the hill. Yang gonna TP out. No. Fighting against Illusions. Decides to just TP, but he's Yols. He's in trouble here on top of the cliff. Really doesn't have an exit plan. FY swooping out, toggling the armlet, but again, EG the vision up, Fears in deep. Did find that secondary kill. Now the DK down, but and chewing up some of these heroes. A 2-for-2 overall. EG do contest in the pit. They get 2 cores, and the Dragon Knight, they opt for the Shadow Blade, puts an additional tax on the support. He's gonna debut it. Easy start on it. AUI stuns him and looks to go. And they get it done as well. And they're gonna burst him. He melts and ends. To move forward for PPD. Sumail slowed down, chewed up. He might be spit out momentarily. And Fear tried to save the day, but the connection sends him again. Swooping forward. FY looking for the finish here and working on Sumail, but it's just that damn Spirit Siphon. They can't kill him until they turn back and say, well, we'll take the bait instead. So it ends up being a 2-for-0. And now Sumail, with the Exorcism even committed to that fight, forced to run away. And now the Glimpse. They find Sumail. He might drop again. This could be a huge coup d'etat for VGR. The Ghost still going. Can he turn it? Sumail's tanking. They return at the right moment. VGR can't finish him off. They've overextended. Now Boba's coming back into the fight. And FY's got to try to heal his teammates up. He stands his ground. He swoops back in. He wants a piece of Sumail, but Sumail is not afraid. And Fear comes in. Chop number 1. Looking for a second dunk. Does Boba have the mana for a surge? He's close. He chops him too. EG punish the overextension of VGR and come roaring back.
Sumail hit.
Still EG leading this one by a lot.
Sumail hit the side to burst this Death Prophet, but it's so hard if Fear can counter-initiate with a Blink Call. The Lifestealer may just not be able to get the job done.
What great positioning. They're going to leave the axe in front to scout out the gang. The ping comes through. They do. Shut them down. My God, Sumail. But the Exorcism now comes out and Sumail looks to re-engage. Fear out of the fight. Let's see if VGR stick around.
Very disciplined. VG, they disengage after getting the kill because they don't want to fight when Lifestealer doesn't have rage up. So once they get the first kill, rage is about to wear off, they back off, wait for their next rage.
And now they're moving back in. No buyback here, so it is a power play for VGR. Looking for that follow-up kill. Exorcism forced out. Yang in front. He's usually been the initiator here. Has the Force Staff as well, and also a bit of extra catch range. Who gets the jump? There's the crush. It's a swing and a miss, and now they look for the turn, but an instant glimpse back of PPD. VGR, no. The Jigga is taking the disengage. No turning. Trying to fight this one out. And Fear jumps onto him. The Agent jumps in the midst of it all. The Yami's left in the no. He needs a little bit of help to tank this thing. Nobody focusing the egg. The stun does come out. Sumail pushed forward into the middle of the enemy team. They're going to focus it down. That's the damage for EG. They don't have a whole lot of mana. Fear's falling the back. The wall is up to Boba to turn this and gets purged and gets slowed. And AUI tries to hack. Tries to bring him down, but that's a tanky zombie. He infests, he pops back out. The Blade Fury prevents the damage. Could have been an instant kill. Still Yang in pursuit, looking for more. They are going to grab the disruptor as the trade, but now PPD in a lot of trouble. Runs down near the pit, surrounded, pounded, runs down. 2 for 3. The illusion destroyed in this one though. And working now on Yang. He takes some damage from this. It's an overall win for VGR. With the exorcism even committed to that fight, but almost salvaged by Bulba.
What a amazing static storm.
Catch the Shivas, trying to deal with this minus armor that VGR pump out. But it does mean a longer cooldown there on the exorcism.
EG, they're going for a jump here. Aggressive move forward, but the static storm once again planted into 3. Hero Crush the Pride! It's me, your MVP! As he falls them down. Bulba barely trying to get away. He won't make it. 3 to fall in. And they are completely routed. A bold maneuver up the hill. Completely shut down. Yang just silenced him. Yang is one of those players, like, he can have a terrible laning.
To hit their stride. They're confident, pushing forward mid. As No swoops in, it's Fear going to the blink wall. He does find EG to get the disruptor nice and early. No looks for the disengage. EG hunting for stragglers here. PPD creeps in. We'll see another TP out. No. Will they be able to catch him though? Nah, he's got the Aegis, he's got a BKB. They do get him once with the sleep. It's not going to be an easy kill, but the call is there. The sleep's coming back on. He BKBs. Does he fight? He gets gripped as well. EG, some serious hate for No. They get him once. Do they get him a second time? Slardar's coming in. Backup's on the way. EG moving forward. They look for the call. We get No again. They will chop him down, and now they find the third. Onto the Slardar. Status goes there. They still get the ball. Bulba with the counterplay. Look for the egg. It's a great floating egg. EG can't get to it. The right click. They've got to run. That was dead. He gets back to L. The move comes down. That's why. Jumping him again. The pushes from Yang. In and out he goes, but they have some end. PPD keeping his life score in check for now, but he gets his vengeance. And then they look for Sumail, dropping the kinetic field, playing into him with the Sunray. They won it again. Sumail down once more. That's it. They get more. The illusions fighting for all they're worth. The army of undead.
It was 5 LD. It was a buyback from Fear. Think he could get back.
Swing the Bane around from the north, but a scan reveals it for VGR. They know it's coming, and No moves in, looking for his vengeance on Sumail, who frantically backs up. PPD grips him from around the tree line. Quick crush, deleted. And then the tank gets dropped. Oh, that was a bold maneuver by F1. That they get the clips of Sumail, that explains it. Slams the egg, gets the follow, then the cover, the static from their goal. You are barely making it out, but VGR on the hunt. They kill up the Hilly Ward. They rush forward. A horde of angry heroes. Man, onto Bulba. Will he go to make it out? They got him. They kill him. 3 down. Make it 4. AUI2 has fallen. 1 buyback for EG. End is godlike. And EG's own end might be upon them. What were we thinking? Why is getting close to it? 600 gold away.
They'd love to start a fight with an FY
They get the Blink Ball. Backup coming in here from the Disruptor. FY barely durable. That's not an easy Phoenix to bring down. Yeah, he's just swinging the miss. A rare whiff there on the cut, but No moves in anyway. And Fear melts and comes in late. The gem has now hit the deck, and they turn on the PPD. Eating away at him. They get off the pass. They get the kill. Anyway, he melts. It's going to be next 4 more. He's got to get 2 down. 3 down. They get 4. It's going to be a wipe, and it gets the rampage. DGR have finished EG. Your TI5 champions. 4 of the players from that roster knocked out in the PO1 by BC Gaming, who's truly on REBORN here at the Mall of Asia Arena. What a beating this was towards the end.
I think the scoreline says a lot here. End on the Lifestealer 14, 1, and 19. His Lifestealer really showed up. This has been the player who has really delivered for this team from the carry role. He's been one of the biggest young superstars.